Hey, what's going on? I'm Damon from NOMAD Los Angeles, a printmaking studio and art compound in LA, and we're here at the Meltdown Shopping Network showing off some of the things that we do at the studio, and we have a cool special going on now for you guys, all the viewers and fans of Meltdown and the Meltdown Shopping Network. That's these really cool black van hoodies. So you can see some of them in front right here. These are not just a plain old hoodie. They're actually these very cool double-sided hoodies. So this is one of the things that we did at the studio and that we do in our kind of art compound. But these are pieces that are a double-sided hoodie, so you can wear it forwards just like a regular hoodie, like I've got it on now, and that the lovely Logan, my daughter, is demonstrating how it sort of switches around. Pull the strings on the back, babe. Yeah, and you can wear these hoodies both ways. So I'm a little thicker, so my transition is a little bit slower. But basically, wear the hoodie one way, turn it around this way. Oh yeah, a microphone. Fix my mic here. But yeah, they're super cool, really well-made hoodies that we did here in, everything's made in downtown Los Angeles. We don't do any offshore manufacturing. My studio focuses mainly on, analog arts and handmade things, and the things that we print and make are all sort of sensitive to that. So yeah, so let me drop the mic and then pull the hoodie up and pull the strings on the hoodie, and you get a nice tight mask hoodie. And so perfect for snowboarding, riding motorcycles. You can wear goggles. We did embroidery around the nose and the mouth and the eyes so that we wouldn't get any fraying. So anyway, that's the piece we're showing today. And let's see if I can put my mic. Now I can clip the mic here, I suppose, just onto the mask. So double-sided pockets. We did everything with, real crafting in mind. We didn't want anything that was going to be kind of a inferior product. So everything's hand sewn in Los Angeles. We did discharge ink on all the hoodies. So it's a super soft, super comfortable hoodie. Then we did foil printing, and like I said, then we did reinforced eyes, nose, and mouth on both. The pockets are all riveted pockets. So we've got rivets on each corner of the pockets, which are on front and back. So whichever way you're wearing the hoodie, you get, so whichever way you're wearing it, you got pockets still. So pretty cool pieces. Now, the 5 designs I did when we did these ones were the Lucha mask. This is and then this is also the other cool thing is that and grab one of those. Here, ready? All right, yeah, just hold up. So the hoodies also, what a cool, that's what you want. That's the kind of gift I want to get. So if I get one of these things, it's actually folded up into the little heads like this. So that's a cool way to present them as well. So we've got a promo going on the Etsy site right now, so that everything that anyone who purchases today, if they enter the promo code MELTDOWN on Etsy, NOMAD Los Angeles. Then everyone's going to get a 20% discount. I believe 20% or 25% discount. 20% discount, I believe. So, what's that?
All caps?
All caps. Yeah. NOMAD Los Angeles?
No,
Meltdown, all caps? Meltdown, all caps. Yeah. Yeah, all right, Meltdown, all caps will be the promo code. So, and then I'm doing a free gift for everyone. So we do a lot of printmaking at my studio, a lot of silkscreen stuff, letterpress stuff, wood blocks, all kinds of printing. So no matter what, everyone who buys something today with the Meltdown promo code is going to get a free gift of my choice. I'm going to choose. You guys have enough choices right here in front of you with these beautiful black van hoodlums. So the hoodlums are the Lucha mask, the Luchador. This is the Hanya, which is the Japanese devil. This is done with blue foil and a red discharge ink. Thank you, Logan. You can be the hand model. This one is called the Hellcat. And so the Hellcat was designed kind of out of more military insignia, sort of patches, that kind of inspiration. What's that? Oh, the mic fell. Thank you. Thanks. All right. So, yeah, so we go Lucha, Hanya, Hellcat, Kabuki, and Calavera. So each of the hoodies comes in large, extra large, and double X. Those are the sizes that we did. Extra heavy duty ribbing on everything. Super, super comfortable hoodies. We've been in real snowy conditions, snowboarding, super blizzardy conditions, and they're amazing. Super comfortable. You can talk. If you have a straw, I suppose you can drink with them. But yeah, anyway, so that's the Black Van hoodlums. We have, when I designed the pieces, I really wanted something that was super flexible. I've always been into masks, lucha wrestling, always been into kind of the hero's journey, and so I like the idea that you can sort of transform and wear it as a hoodie, wear it as a mask is a super cool kind of a piece. So, but not just a novelty. It really was about the inspiration for these came from the idea of a revolution, and I wasn't necessarily speaking about what's going on politically. There's an authenticity to things that we make at certainly at our studio in Los Angeles. It's really kind of important for us to be conscious of the things that we manufacture, the things that we produce, and we want to be able to utilize the businesses around us in our communities, use local businesses to do our stuff for us. So whatever we don't do, we have done locally for us, and so that's kind of and that really sort of runs true with all the stuff that we do in the studio. You'll see right here. Some prints right here of my music animals, which are also going to be up on the Etsy site when you go check it out. But these things are all they're printed on the backs of old record covers, and I like using things that are recycled, using things over and over again, having a little bit of just thoughtfulness to not be just kind of discarding so much stuff. There's plenty of things to print on if they're flat. So one of the things at the studio that we do is, we sort of pay attention to that. And the other part of the studio, it's a process-oriented studio, which really sort of speaks to the kind of expository nature and process-oriented art like silk screen and letterpress, things that are done by hand, things that you do kind of with either sort of an alchemic process or tactile relationships. Those kinds of things are also really important. So in a very digitized world, we like to pay attention to the things that are made by hand, and certainly the things that are made in the United States, and even more so the things that are made for us near our own community right here in Los Angeles. So so it's part of it's really part of the thread that keeps NOMAD going, that keeps us kind of interested, is the challenge to sort of work within accessible materials and things like that. So and part of my journey at the space really has sort of revolved around the idea of these of heroes and the heroes' journeys and the way we depict the hero and the symbolism. Logan's again showing the versatility of the Black Van hoodlum hoodie, and can you spin it around for us, or can you pull the strings and get that skull nice and tight, babe? That one's a little large because, like I said, they come in large, extra large, and double X sizes. So I don't have them for kids, but kids can certainly fit in these ones. Anyway, so so the other thing to kind of to speak of is just that about the space and what we sort of do at NOMAD, having several artists, having different artists work with us. We have a great rehearsal space, a great music space, lots of stuff going on. But no matter what, all ideas like this and the stuff that we work on sort of comes out of that communal environment. That art space is really sort of critical for us. And so, so one of the fun pieces. So anyway, the hoodies themselves are all 100% cotton with super heavy duty stitching, super heavy duty ribbing. All of the elements are really hardy, so they're going to hold up for whether you're, like I said, whether you're snowboarding, riding a motorcycle, or just getting into some business where you really prefer not to be recognized. Then there's that aspect of them also. So.
What do you think is in LA that this kind of cool stuff that's sustainable and referencing history, but still trendy and awesome? Why does this stuff happen in LA?
I think LA has, LA has certainly a currency about it no matter what. That's just coastal, right? So the fact that entertainment is driven out here, but I'm in an interesting part of Los Angeles, northeast Los Angeles, and right now there's such a vital kind of makers community. a vital artist community, a DIY philosophy. I mean, there's one of them right there. The DIY philosophy that's always sort of permeated, you know, culture in Los Angeles, whether it was skateboarding culture and surf culture and, you know, and music culture without a doubt, you know. So that kind of thing I think has always been there. And once people start to peel back the veil and figure out that it's maybe more important to do things that we're interested in and inspired by as opposed to kind of running along with some script that maybe was sold to us or told to us, I think that that's where that stuff has vitality and that's where it bubbles up. And the difference is, you know, but as far as Los Angeles goes, Los Angeles in itself is such a multicultural community. It's very big, it's very vast, it's certainly very sprawl, but also, you know, as opposed to, you know, another place, Los Angeles is the kind of place that you can actually get immersed in and explore many, many different cultures, many, many different subcultures, many, many subcultures. So there's layers and layers that you can kind of explore. And so if we just were looking at the things that I was playing with here, you know, gosh, man, the Lucha mask has always been sort of for me, a working class hero. It's the most, it's kind of the closest you could be to a superhero, man. If you were in Mexico City and you were going to see the Lucha matches, you know, that cat who's up there in that ring is most likely a carpenter by day, a mechanic, you know, but at night he is, you know, El Fuego, or whatever that, you know, whatever the kind of the hero that he's portraying. So and he's right next to the kids that really look up to him and dress like him for Halloween and kind of rock his stuff, you know. So I love that sort of idea. So there's not this distance, these filters, you know. If a kid was like, I really like Michael Jordan, you go, yeah, you really like Michael Jordan, but how many filters, publicist layers are sort of in between, you know, that kid and his actual hero? I think there's something really cool about that. So that's where the Lucha inspiration came from. Plus, it also talked about the good guy, bad guy. The white hat, black hat is really hard to see these days, you know. We don't know necessarily who's the guy who's playing the role of the good guy or the bad guy. We're not really sure what's going on. But the story of the Rudos versus Technicos, when those guys were in the ring, one guy was a good guy who followed the rules, and the other guy was a bad guy who maybe threw powder in the eyes and stuff like that, was kind of the cheater. But that story played out, and it's kind of a romantic, important story about that, you know, about good versus evil or good and bad. So there's something cool about that. I think that I like. And then the other one that definitely sort of fits along in that same culture is the calavera, which, you know, fits into Mexican, Latin American culture as you know, the symbol of death that we celebrate. You know, now Dia de los Muertos is very popular, and you know, so that's been around for a while. But there's something very cool about the skull image and treating it like that, where it actually is less about the fear of death and more about the celebration of the symbology and the celebration of that passing. So that's where the skull comes from. Plus, I really like skulls. And then the kabuki. Here is kind of like the you know, sort of the traditional sort of symbolism for the no masks that are used in Japanese theater and Chinese theater also. But so the kabuki's really cool. This one's got kind of, it's a little bit stealthy. One of the things I wanted to do with the hoodies was not have super all over prints. I really wanted them to be kind of stealthy and then let the hood be the feature. So, you know, so we can see when it's pulled back into just a hoodie like this. You know, it's just a nice hoodie that's pretty simple, and the hood's kind of the flashy part. So everything else is really black on black, a little sort of laid back, and then the hood is what has the flash on him. So I think that's kind of cool. Let's cover him up. Not a very pretty man, but hairless. So there's something. And then the same thing with the Hanya also. That's the Japanese devil that's very familiar in I can show a better picture of it. The balls get a little bit scrunched up, but the Hanya one is here, and you can see good pictures of these things on the on the website as well. But that's the Hanya mask here, so you can see I did the really cool discharge red print with blue foil, and the Hanya mask is a Japanese devil mask, really, you know, traditionally used in America for tattoo design, but really that mask is actually the symbol for the female spirit. So it's a very powerful symbol for the female spirit. So no, you can't take it off. Why are you getting hot? You want to change? No, keep it on. Spin it around. So anyway, so that's the Hanya. This one here is the kabuki. Also, yeah, so here's the kabuki like this. So also you can see the dragon print, kind of a cool little subtle dragon print, really sort of simple. Like I said, pockets both sides, front and back. and then, yeah, so we've got Lucha, Hanya, Hellcat, Kabuki, and the Calavera is the set right here. So that's the set of 5. And we're doing them on the site. These sell for $80. We're doing, yeah, Mom's promo code. Mom's off camera. Here, Logan, you hold that up. Sweet pea? Yeah, that's the promo code. You can do the close-up for it, too. So anyway, Etsy, Nomad Los Angeles. And if you go to the Etsy Nomad Los Angeles page, you'll see you want to enter in all uppercase Meltdown as the promo code, and everything's 20% off. 20% or 25? 20%. Everything's 20%. So everything's 20%, and I'm doing a free gift for everyone that orders also. So we'll do something handmade, limited edition, signed just for you, everyone that orders. So we want to, so we'll make sure that everyone gets something extra in there, and that'll be cool. So.
How do you get the foil only on certain parts?
So that's called, so foil printing is kind of, you actually are silk screening and adhesive, and then the foil is actually sticking like that. So discharge ink is a really soft ink that basically takes the first layer off of that garment. Now, these weren't hoodies that are modified. I didn't cut holes in hoodies and print on them. These hoodies contour the face. Yeah, they contour the face. Let me see if I'm now conscious of the mic this time. They contour the face and fit really well, especially once they've been broken in a little bit. But, so we can see that once I pull the string, I can get it to fit really pretty comfortably. And so, if I'm just sitting on the ski lift, it's amazing. They're really quite amazing. Super comfortable, not irritating at all, and and you can really go all day. They're super cool. So because I did them like that, I contoured the design to fit the head. It's not just simply a hood we cut holes in. We actually wanted to make it. Really fit the form and be a super functional piece that was cool at the time. So that's kind of what we were focused on when we designed these pieces. I wanted pieces that were all a family, all unique, representational of the kind of work that I love to do at NOMAD, the kind of work that we like to play with, the things that we sort of explore, a lot of which have to do with those heroes, those heroic icons. Masks have always been a big part of my whole childhood experience. Halloween's the favorite holiday, so. And so are we looking right here? Is there a promo code right here? This is the link to go shop. So if you guys feel like shopping, you want to look at the stuff online, you'll see some other stuff as well. But right there's the link. I don't know how unnatural that looks when I do that, but I'm just going for it. So, so there you go. So that's the deal. So so if you're shopping, if you're looking to buy one of the hoodies, and so every order today, I think it's every order over $50 or something like that, somewhere around that, is going to get a 20% discount plus a free gift printed right in our studio in Frogtown. I should have mentioned that. Yeah, so my studio's in Frogtown, Los Angeles. Frogtown is in northeast LA, right along the LA River. And it's kind of a very interesting little enclave. But what's cool about the space is it's kind of a unique artist laboratory. It's a really cool gathering space, throw events. We do a lot of different things there, a lot of music events there. But the most important thing is that it's really kind of a catalyst for creative energy and to work with different artists doing these analog processes, printmaking, lino cut, playing music, painting, whatever it is, the work that's going on there. We've got a great wood shop, all kinds of cool things and fun toys at the studio. But but it brings through different people. We all get to keep learning and exploring processes. So that's really, a huge part of the space is that kind of process-oriented artwork, the things that we get to sort of go through and meditate on and sort of become really involved in and immersed in, not things that are so quick and digital. So anyway, Frogtown.
What's the care of these? You wash them?
I just wouldn't. The only thing I wouldn't do is for the ones with the foil prints. I just wouldn't throw them in the dryer for your first 5-6 washes. Like, just wash them and let them hang, because the foil will dull if they're tumbling. So if the ones that have the foil, that's what I would be concerned with. Otherwise, wash them how you wash them and wash them how you're going to wear them. So they're large, XL, double X. I'm kind of thick, so I wear the double X, but it's pretty comfortable and really it's not. They're really good, man. So super good hoodies of super high quality. Made everything here in Los Angeles. and that was a really important part of the thing. So yeah. So what else? Any other questions? What do we think? Anything else? What do you think? Yeah, Logan, you got anything to say? No, can't think of it. All right.
Any shout outs to
Yeah, we'd like to say, hey, yeah, absolutely, so many shout-outs. But, thanks to the NOMAD family for sure, everyone at NOMAD, all our people there. I certainly want to say thanks to Gaston and Meltdown Comics and Ayumi and let's see, who else? Who else? What? Who? Yeah, oh, absolutely, yeah. And Justin here doing our, thank you so much for making that one. Yeah, so, thank all you guys. Thanks you guys for doing this. I think it's super cool. I love the idea of getting to see, stuff that's artisan, handcrafted, that's getting to see stuff that's unique and personal in this kind of format is really cool. And of course, no one better to put this stuff together than Meltdown. And so anyway, great. So thanks to Meltdown Shopping Network. And so I've got, so my buddy Rel works in the space, is going to be showing some stuff also. We work together in the studio, so he's going to come up next. So I think I can sign off and say thanks a lot. Don't forget to check out Etsy, Nomad Los Angeles. You can also see the website at nomadlosangeles.com and see the other stuff that goes on there. So anyway, thanks a lot. All right.